let's be honest. For a long time, Mount and Blade 2, Bannerlord felt repetitive. You'd build an army, conquer a fief, fight a massive field battle, and then realize you were just repeating the exact same loop over and over again. Many of us simply walked away. But it's 2026, and everything has changed. Tailworlds recently dropped the massive War Sales expansion, and it completely transforms the Sandbox. If you haven't reinstalled the game yet, you are missing out on its literal rebirth. Today we're breaking down exactly why War Sales makes Bannerlord an absolute must-play right now, and how naval warfare permanently fixed the late-game boredom. First up, let's talk about the world map. Calradia is no longer just a flat landmass wrapped in invisible walls. War Sales has completely terraformed the continent, introducing vast oceans, deep river networks, and isolated island kingdoms. Remember classic choke points like Ortysia or Omor? You can't just walk across them anymore, they are now deep water channels. If you want to move your army, you must buy, build, or capture a fleet. This completely flips Calradia's geopolitics on its head. The expansion also introduces a dynamic weather system with real trade winds. If you catch a gale, your fleet movement speed hits up to 6.5, moving almost twice as fast as any land army. But beware. If you get caught in a sudden storm, naval attrition will rip your forces apart before you even see the enemy. But you aren't just watching auto-resolved math on water. The real reason to return is the visceral, chaotic, ship-to-ship combat. Tailworlds built this system with authentic medieval tactics and real wind physics in mind. You command over 18 unique ship types, from nimble trade skiffs to massive war galleys customized with catapults and rams. When fleets clash, it is pure poetry. You use wind direction to outmaneuver foes, ram them at full speed to shatter their oars, or target their rigging with fiery ballista arrows to leave them dead in the water. And when the ships finally collide, it triggers a multi-point boarding action. It's the classic, brutal Bannerlord hand-to-hand combat we love, but packed onto shifting wooden fortresses. Leading a successful shield wall on the deck of a burning enemy flagship is an unmatched adrenaline rush. To rule these new seas, War Sales finally gives us the long-awaited Nord faction. They bring a fierce Viking aesthetic to the Sandbox, complete with unique hairstyles, tattoos, and devastating close-quarters axes. Their troop tree introduces specialized mariner units who gain massive combat bonuses when fighting on ships or defending coastlines. More importantly, campaign gameplay gets a huge upgrade through seaborne village raids. Instead of just riding up on horseback, you can now sail a strike fleet right into enemy rivers, launch your longships directly onto the shores, and pillage wealthy coastal settlements before the enemy lords can even react. It introduces an incredibly fun, fast-paced hit-and-run playstyle that the base game desperately needed. This expansion also completely fixes late-game siege repetition. Now, if you want to conquer a wealthy coastal city, a land army isn't enough. You have to bring a fleet to establish a total naval blockade. If you don't, the city will just keep receiving supplies and reinforcements over the water, turning your siege into an endless nightmare. But it's not all just blood and iron. For economic players, War Sales introduces naval caravans. These waterborne trading routes are massive moneymakers, because they move faster and are rarely intercepted by land bandits. Managing a sea trade empire feels incredibly rewarding, and lets you fund your massive global campaigns much quicker than before. To tie everything together, Tailworlds expanded character progression with 3 new nautical skills: navigation, tactics, and stewardship. They offer vital perks to survive storms, increase boarding efficiency, or lower fleet maintenance. You'll also find fresh companions and taverns with rich maritime backstories, pirates, disgraced admirals, and sea merchants, ready to captain your secondary fleets. Look, Bannerlord had its flaws at launch, but in 2026, War Sales fundamentally transforms it into a multi-dimensional strategy RPG. It bridges the gap between land and sea, making every single war unpredictable. Calradia is calling again, captains, and the ocean is yours to conquer. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button, subscribe for more Bannerlord content, and I'll see you on the high seas.